Okay, let's call to order the Conservation Commission meeting on October 14th, and it's 5:01. So roll call, we'll go around the room.
Peter DeLisa.
Deb Mapes.
Lynette Wacker.
Lori Pavlos.
Francine Gumkowski.
Chris Piccolo.
Joe Russo.
Krista May.
So regular business, starting with the minutes from our meeting in from September. Just haven't been my hand. Anyway, besides me fumbling around with what I just did with the minutes, were there any corrections or? Here they are. Any corrections or note edits to the minutes from September 9th? I did not see anything.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Oh, I thought they.
Yeah, no, thank you, Krista. I think it was nice. It was sort of a nice summation of Kathy Connolly's, talk and our discussion and stuff, because there's sort of a lot of pieces to it. So.
Right.
Do I have a motion to approve the minutes from September 9th?
I'll make a motion to
Second.
approve the minutes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Okay, minutes approved. Correspondence and announcements. I think the only thing I'll mention, I guess, kind of falls into this is that I submitted the resolution for, the use of pesticide. What was it called? I'm drawing a blank. Help me, Melinda. It was the
Pollinator friendly community resolution.
Pollinator friendly community resolution. Submitted it to, after edits, thank you, Deb, and I know everybody had looked at it at some point. Sent it to Carl, and I got on the agenda like immediately on Board of Selectmen. So it was like within the next couple of days. And so I went and, just represented it and said that, we've made, there's been a lot of headway with the pollinator pathway piece, but that, the next step out of this, even though it's mentioned, I said was, really the use of pesticides and, how can we make it more awareness about trying not to use them when you don't have to, et cetera. It was all written up and there was really no discussion. Oh, there she is.
Too late.
Just grab a chair.
Too late.
Oh, great.
Do you need an agenda or minutes?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
So, and then Carl just commented that, he just happened to have a meeting with, it was someone who,
The minutes from the last.
was kind of advising, and maybe you've heard, maybe you know about this, was advising him about some of the public gardens that, the town is in charge with, like in front of the building here and different, and so she was talking about just sort of the whole native plants, et cetera, and anyway, he said, it's interesting that you bring this, because he said it sort of ties into the conversation I had with the right plants and sort of putting in the right perennials that, need the least amount of maintenance and so on and so forth. So anyway, no questions. They approved it. Now, I don't know if I was just off for one of my long 4-day weekends, but I need to follow up with Carl to just say, how are they going to publicize it? Like, how will they get the word out? It must be, I haven't had a chance to look if it's on the town website somewhere, but anyway, did get approved.
That's great news. Yeah,
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah. Anybody else have anything?
No, of course.
Nothing from you? Anything?
One little thing that I think I already sent out was the Cacumet Conference.
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah,
announcement.
I
I
sent
did
it
send that
too.
out. It's November 15th.
Yeah.
It's a Saturday event.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to go, you'll be reimbursed for it.
Yeah, I think I had sent it out to you guys too, because I haven't looked at my calendar, but I know some of us have gone in the past and it's been pretty good. I don't think the full agenda is out yet. I haven't looked.
They have great programs.
Yeah.
It's really nice. I would go, but I have a full day obligation on the 15th.
Yeah,
so.
I haven't looked, but I may try to go if I don't have a zillion.
Where's that?
things.
Help.
I think this is in Cornwall.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
you
it's
can get the email, let me know and I'll send it out again.
Yeah, because it looks like for me too. I think it's been in the same place the last couple of years. It's a little bit more convenient,
I'm trying to find, I
kind of
can't.
big conference place.
Yeah, it's a conference center.
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
Is it Cromwell?
Yeah, it's a Cromwell.
Where's that? The
Kind of a
downtown?
drive.
It's, if you go down the business strip, we're out
Yeah.
out beyond that.
Yeah.
On the other side of the highway, I think.
It's at the Marriott front.
It's a Marriott? Yeah.
Oh, that's way up on the other
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
I know what that is.
That's a little bit of a,
I went last year. It was, you can really pick the things that you go to and it's a diverse opportunity.
it is, yeah.
It's good.
Oh, okay.
Lots of vendors there, all sorts of information about.
Yeah, may try to go, because I didn't go last year. I feel like I've missed it even the last 2 years.
Carpool people go on.
Yeah, yeah, because
That's what we did. There were 3 of us, yeah.
Okay. Meeting calendar. So yeah, we have to officially,
Adopt
Adopt
it,
it.
approve it.
it's the same schedule, second Tuesday.
Not very complicated.
So it is a formal, someone makes a motion, okay. All right, do we have a motion to approve the 2026 calendar?
Second.
All in favor of our 2026 calendar?
Aye.
Opposed? Righty. I know, hard to think about 2026. Oh, gosh. All right, committee reports. Inland wetlands, Peter.
I guess it's worth noting that the Sheffield Street property has now come forward as a new proposal for a single dwelling.
Wow.
That doesn't, I don't think that precludes
Oh, that
Oh.
was,
seeking additional dwellings down the road, but at this point, it's just for one home.
wow.
Well, can I clarify?
Go ahead, you might know more.
Yeah, the Wetlands Commission's looking at one dwelling because that's within their
The jurisdiction, yeah.
They're actually 4.
Just still going forward well.
It's
4, yeah.
It's 4.
So 4 are still on the docket?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was it 4 or 5 in the? Was it
5.
That's, I thought it was
5 originally, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're not talking about filling the wetland in?
That didn't come forward, is it right?
No, so the new proposal is keeping the existing wetlands and then just, I guess, by eliminating that one. house,
Push it
they were
back,
able
yeah.
to-
Yeah.
To keep it.
Well, that's okay. That's progress.
Yeah, right.
Compromise.
So that's it for your territory. Preserve ad hoc, we didn't meet again. I think primarily there's just been not a lot of movement and some of the stuff that needs to happen there, but yeah. We have a meeting next Thursday, so yeah. So hope, see what's happening. Land trust, Laurie?
Okay, so the Racket Club parcel, last I heard, the Racket Club was leaning toward the land trust, but they still hadn't voted on it, so I don't know, I think I would have gotten an email if they had, because I think they were gonna have the annual meeting. But they were feeling more positive, they have, they would really like to know, the land trust would like to know so that when they put out their annual appeal, they can say, we're looking to get this much more because they're trying to make up some of the difference between the two. So it looks like one of the things that might help the Racket Club decide in favor of the land trust is the likely use of that property for access to developed space where the old Point House.
That large parcel.
So that they could access it from there, so they're hoping that there's some leverage to preserve the space so that there's no traffic.
Which that property is back for sale.
I guess some of it is back on the market.
Oh, just
It's not,
some?
is it all? Or-
The size of
That's what
size
they
back.
They said that,
Oh.
he put some of it back on the market.
It's unclear on the sign. It just says for sale like
Yeah.
this, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they said, they,
Hmm.
the land
I know,
trust
I know.
people, I know. Yeah, they moving forward in all different directions, but they did have, I brought up the concern, because they're looking for stewards for their own properties. But I mentioned that Kathy had visited our meeting to ask for stewards for the preserve, and they kind of were brainstorming about putting up notices maybe in the apartment complexes, people who might not have immediate access to outdoor space or need to maintain their own outdoor space. I don't know, it's a good group of people that come up with ideas like that. So,
Yeah.
so, that's a good moving on.
Parks and Rec?
Sure. So I'm just reporting on the September meeting because of the weird calendar. Actually, the meeting since then, they had theirs last week. Usually they're behind us, but
Oh,
so I wanted, as I was told Kristen, I like to get their notes and my notes and make sure everything's good. So this is the September summary. And I gave more detail for our minutes, but I'll just, for time, just summarize it. Under their new business, they call the Clark Community Park discussion. Jeff Jacobson staff is doing pre and post drainage analysis, and they're working on concepts for site drainage. Then the big thing they're getting really interested is Miss Etsy has been pushing for Park and Rec to look at the Oyster River Market. That, that's for sale.
yeah.
And she really feels strongly. They even sent a letter to the Board of Selectmen that it's the right size, it's a good price, it's right next to Oyster River where you can put watercraft and stuff. There's limited parking, but it's fully furnished and pretty much ready to go. So a lot of discussion on that, how they are pushing for the town to purchase that.
And I'm sorry, was it to use it for what? For this?
Well, kind of like in place the pavilion, to have a meeting place where people can also have also
Are we
access.
talking about the property across the street from McDonald's?
Yeah.
Small,
Well,
but I guess, for meetings,
you can.
but I guess it could.
You can knock a wall out or something, I don't know, but
Maybe
the
it's cheaper than
idea is
thing.
they really like the access to the Oyster River,
Mhm.
so people can do other, in the
Right,
summer. can
right.
have, They pointed out, easy access, centrally located. It's already got water, sewage, like ready to use, and it would be only minimum infrastructure costs, make it
Mhm.
usable.
Okay.
I mean, it's not the final solution, but maybe one of the
Yeah,
solutions.
yeah.
if They lose the pavilion.
Right.
I think it's like 600 grand, which is really pretty cheap
Yeah,
around here for
considering-
anything.
Oh, yeah, that's right there on the water.
Yeah, so,
Is the house next to it for sale? Because that guy died last year. Guy that owned the house right now.
Oh.
Must have all the Trumps on it.
I was wondering why that's
Yeah.
one.
all right.
Actually, I think.
All right. I gotta be careful. All right, old business. All parks review, the pink pole is in the ground and was dedicated a few weeks ago. So it's all set. You've probably seen articles on it. Beaches were done and successful. Mini golf was great. August being their best month. Soccer fields are up and running the fall. And if you want to look at, they handed out flyers that you can get from Old Saybrook Garden Club about the trees on green. So
Oh,
I just passed that around. He gave me one just to show you guys. All right, and see under strategic plan parks, mini golf income goes into what they call a sinking fund. And kayak rack, and since he was back again, saying how Oyster Place would be a great place for kayaks. She really wants to buy this place. Preserve update, they talked about open space language and rules and regulation put in place because of the high usage by e-bikes on the trails. And there was no other report on their other business. Now, in director's report, he just congratulated his staff on job well done. And then I gave a report on that Kathy Connolly had visited us and the Conservation Commission were also concerned about e-bikes being out of control on the preserve trail, so I reported that. And I also noted that the Great Cedar conservation plans were up this year, as you know, they're up 2025, those plans that were made. We have this set of plans for.
Oh, for the MOU?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. So I told her I'd be a liaison and with other members here were interested, I would help participate. And he's gonna set up a meeting in the next month to look at new plans, if indeed we're moving forward. I don't know the history, so I can't speak. So that's it. I don't know who runs this.
Yeah, no, it's not. I mean, there were a number of different things. It was a 5-year plan. I don't think it expired this year. I think it is.
I got the date wrong.
I know, I don't either.
A copy of it here is September 2022 was when it was.
Yeah, when we updated it from the
Yeah.
local.
But I think the
and,
original dates on there weren't they? 2025, take a look at the original.
So it's got a 1 year, 1 to 3 years, 3 to 5, 5 and up. But it doesn't have specific years tied to it.
Yeah, there's not an expiration. Because even the last one was like way, I don't know how old when we decided to update that one.
I wonder if what happened was, remember it took a while to get this
Mhm.
sort of, we
Yeah,
were
yeah.
having different parties review it, and then the whole thing took a while, it was really that long after COVID that the group started the update, and then I think things got a little sidelined for a while, and by the time they adopted it, had been under construction and review and everything for a while, so
Yeah.
maybe it was supposed to be 2020, ended up being 2022.
Yeah, because it was easily. a
So
couple
it
years.
is not the next.
It's 2022. Well, it doesn't have an expiration date. So
But does it have a
It has-
title, is 1 to 3 or
it
1?
has phases. The last phase is 5 and then 5+ years. So 5+ years out, this is what
So 27.
the accomplishments should be. So yeah, I would say,
All right.
if you want to say 5 years, it would be 2027.
So, and I didn't put it in my notes because I get hung up on talking and listening. I don't write it down, but I feel like, maybe at the next meeting, we all have a copy and take a look at it and, just do due diligence on what needs to be on, because it is a focus on Great Cedars, it's not the preserve. And so
Right.
it's certainly doable things. But I know there's like signage and stuff like that hasn't happened. And we have to work with Parks and Rec and Ray to do that anyway, but still, if we can get that momentum going, that might.
Okay, I guess my question, has anything been done since?
Yeah, part of it was putting up new blazes, so Larry and I, and we did that.
Okay, so there has been any.
Yeah, there's been some action, but I think some of the things, I think the other one was, and apparently this has happened, I think part of it was to try to connect it to the preserve on both east and west.
Are they adjacent?
And, no, they kind of, it's like a big circle, but on either side of, Ingham Hill Road, there are access points into the preserve. Now, the last time I haven't done east side at all, but they weren't connected. But Chris Kreider, who knows the preserve like the back of his hand, who used to be on the ad hoc preserve committee, said that they are now connected. So I'm not sure how that happened or who did it, but that was one of the things I think that we wanted to do because it would create, very contiguous, huge amount of properties. So I think, I'll ask Ray at our ad hoc committee meeting next week, because, that would be a huge thing to check off.
I remember that being contingent upon the adoption of whatever plan they had for the preserve to make sure that they knew where they wanted the trails to go.
I know, yeah, and
That
that's.
they could put them together, and that, so it kept getting delayed because that plan was delayed, and so that can't be done.
I know, I was gonna say,
That piece is done.
It's not, you know what, I think to your point, for the record, it could be there. Someone may have gone in and just sort of bushwhacked and made the right connections, but it's not official. Yeah.
So I think it's important to mention during this discussion that Parks and Rec had a meeting on the 6th. Were you there? The 6th?
Oh, no,
Number
yeah,
six?
that was, yeah, seventh. I think,
The
right?
seventh, it was the seventh?
Yeah.
And all of this was discussed about trying to get, actually small groups of people to volunteer to take segments of trail.
Yes,
And, compile a list of what needed to be done, and then, you know, get some work groups together. And then Kathy's leading 4 walks, I guess.
Oh, yeah,
hikes,
that's right. Yeah.
to go over all those segments, to start making an inventory of what needs to be done, so.
Is that including Great Cedars?
Including Great Cedars, they're looking at the full
Yeah.
circle, so they're looking at it,
Oh.
the focus of this was not to divide up the property, but to think of it as one big resource.
Yeah.
And get moving on it, because I think there's been so much delay, there's been a lot of studies on the preserve. But as far as, you know, trying to put things into action, you know, it's kind of gotten delayed because of this, and so there are things that can be done now on all of these properties to do maintenance and, you know.
well, I remember he tried in the spring. We were organizing a group, and the weather was so crappy, it was
Oh,
raining all the time, he finally just bagged it for this year. But he started back in May, April, May, to start about cleaning the path, you know, Oregon, he bought all the tools and everything for that, and gloves,
And a lot of the things that they want to do, it sounds like, are things that are, you know, already identified in this
Yeah,
plan,
which I would
so-
hope, because we own it with them. It's not just ours. It's not just conservation, it's Parks and Rec. That was the whole purpose of how
Yeah.
we share the whole
that's
thing,
why it's
yeah.
fine.
So
Yeah.
getting, I guess, getting, you know, giving a little attention to this plan would probably help further their mission of
Yeah,
stewardship of that whole circle. Which was, they said was like 12 months, so if you take.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's right.
it is.
That's right.
I know it's at least 9, but yeah. So maybe then, yeah, so I'm happy to hear that. So with you sitting on that, you know, listening in the next meeting, you can share that, you know, we talked about the MOU, so I'll make sure we all have it, read it. And next meeting, just kind of hone in on what are the things that maybe we can help own a little bit more than what they do, or what we can really, really help with and be active participants.
Yeah, I think he'd be looking forward to the spring now
Yeah.
more. than
Okay, yeah, that's true.
before.
It's too much to.
But
other
at
than
least
no
if they start
bugs.
now to understand.
That's true.
You really have to go out there now and no bugs.
Oh,
I
that's
think
true.
the first is coming up, that Kathy's leading is coming up soon.
Yeah, I think it's this weekend, as I'm not here. Yeah, it
This
is.
weekend?
Do you guys, yeah, I don't know if I saved her newsletter. Do you guys all are you on her distribution list?
I get her email. I didn't.
Yeah,
know
it kind of comes over as, not Kathy, it's her little business thing. I forget what she calls it, but
Speaking of landscapes,
yeah.
so, but, yeah, I think the
Sewing.
trail stuff she does separate.
Oh,
Sure, she
okay.
Promoted that in the newsletter. This is actually Parks and Rec
Oh.
program. She's leading the hikes, but Parks and Rec.
Oh, it
taking
is.
the lead on it.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it's in their
I missed
program.
that.
If you
Okay.
go to their website, you'll see
Oh, okay.
the
Yeah.
opportunity to sign up for those walks.
Yeah, I'll try to do the ones in November, because there are rain dates for each
Right.
one of the walks, which is really nice.
Do they do much maintenance in the fall, or is it mostly spring and clear paths and stuff?
I don't know. I don't know.
I
who
think
does.
it's,
Oh, right.
I don't know how much needs to be done. What I do know that if there's fallen trees, the mountain bikers, to their credit, will go in and with the
Well, he's
chainsaw
looking at
and-
just trimming along.
Oh, that's
the
true.
side. You know, just the
Yeah, I don't know.
first to go while
Yeah.
you're hiking, clean,
Yeah,
then just throw it in.
yeah.
So during the hikes, they're going to be doing an inventory of what needs to be done. So if you want
Oh.
to sign up for a hike, you're not gonna have to go out there and, you know,
Do.
chop down
Trees.
bushes and break up sticks and stuff. I think it's the inventory, making notes of what needs to be done, and then they'll
Come spring, yeah.
All
get their
right,
working
yeah.
groups together to go back in and. deal with it.
Okay, because I was thinking it was having to do work, and I was like, oh, I just can't do it with my back, but I'm happy to. kind of
That,
walk
yeah,
and
the
help
impression
if
I
you
got
need
was
to.
4 walks are to gather information. And then the working groups will, hopefully they'll get people and sign up for going out there and getting it worked. And Parks and Rec will have to do some of it, and it's chainsaw involved, obviously. They'll have to get professionals.
Yeah, they do. I do know that, yeah, when Ray knows it, like I know the Frog Bridge has been under discussion forever to get that thing completely rebuilt. And I don't know if they mentioned that at all yet
No.
in their meeting, but, and it's just been there's no real particular thing. It just drags on and on, but I think the last I knew, they were gonna get some contractor type person from the town who was gonna go in and, because it needs to be, it's not just putting a bunch of logs across the water. It's like you really have to build a bridge. It's gonna be sustainable and all that. So it's not a cheapest endeavor, so. But I think there's the money, I think Carl has said there's money in the budget to do it, left over from something, so.
Okay.
All right, well, good. So the walks are for gathering information and an inventory. All right,
Mhm.
okay. Yeah, so next, yeah, well, I'll make sure we send out the MOU. I know I have the latest copy in my files, so I'll send it
What
to
is an
everybody.
MOU?
Oh, memorandum of understanding. I know it's new to me when I started out with this. I'm like, everybody kept talking MOU. Because yeah, it is a nice way of saying that we're agreeing to do these things,
Yeah.
but it's not like
It's
anybody's,
called a non-contractual agreement.
yeah, thank you, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna lose their.
No, yeah, there's no.
Whatever.
There's no full commitment. It's just
Yeah.
an article of intent.
Yeah.
So that's all.
That's a good way to put it. Article of intent, which is one reason why it's so easy to just sort of.
Yeah, everybody just ignores it.
That's the reality.
All right, was that it for,
Yeah.
let's see, so Gateway Commission meeting is not here. Student rep, Camelia, whoops. School season has started. Well, in what way?
Yeah, so we had a meeting last Friday and we decided that on Sunday, the 26th, we're going to have a cleanup on the causeway
Oh,
at 11:30. And
Bright colors.
yeah, oh yeah, real fast there. And then we're also planning a hike possibly in November. Yeah, that's all I have.
So you're a senior now or junior?
Junior.
Junior.
I know she's with us for 2 years.
Yeah, I thought just. Okay.
Okay, sustainable CT.
Well, I haven't been doing anything specific, well, that's not true. I'm always working on it a little bit here and there, just documenting what everyone else is doing. The pollinator resolution.
Yeah.
Points, wow.
Yeah.
So that's on there, and they're having their annual award ceremony at the Good Speed Opera House. Wish I could remember the dates.
I know, I got a
Everybody's
notice.
interested in going. I'm happy to have you there. Anybody wants to go and see what other communities are doing. We have a little food and Good Speed Opera House. Anyway, so that's coming up. I'll be going to that. And again, most of the things that this committee is working on are contributing to our circulation. So just keep
Sure.
documenting it.
Excellent. All right.
I don't have any new ideas at the moment, but I'm sure folks will consider.
Okay. Open space monitoring. Where did the plan? I'm not sure where that ended up. Oh, yeah. Because I could never open up the Google Docs thing when you guys were passing it around. I'm trying to do that like that. Anyway, go ahead.
That's all I have to say.
Oh, you don't know where it's at.
I'm not sure, you know,
Right,
it's all.
you sent it,
Mhm.
and then we sent some feedback.
Okay.
And it was about a couple of parcels. Oh,
Chris
it's,
Costa.
my memory's coming back.
Okay.
A couple of the parcels were marsh. And this was around the Atlantic.
Okay, okay.
And marsh is not really developable, and so it's pretty.
So there's no need to.
Pretty
Because it's already
protected.
done.
Right, I mean, there's various ownership of marshland out there. State owns some, the town owns some of it's privately owned, nothing's. So we had suggested maybe looking at a few other parcels.
No, well, I have to
Three.
go look at it because I don't,
I can make sure I sent it.
um,
There's three other, I think at least three other parcels to be.
Okay, all right.
To consider
But that
replacing.
doesn't ring the bell, but.
All right, we'll check on that tomorrow.
I saw the exchange going in, but I
okay.
couldn't read. For whatever reason, it just, I wasn't having access to Google
apologize,
Docs and.
Dropped it, but I,
Yeah.
Then I'll go check and see what. I'll resend it. It'll be at the top.
okay, that's good. That's good.
Okay. Deb, pollinator.
So let's see.
garden.
So
We've had
Chris
some.
and Bonnie and I went to the garden to evaluate what was going on with the plants that were not doing well. And then Chris did some follow-up with Ray. Maybe I'll let you talk about that, but I'll give the overview of what we saw. And so, we're definitely looking at probably deer eating a lot of the plants.
Yep.
And Ray,
There's definitely deer down
Ray confirmed that. There's a lot of deer down there. So that's one thing. And then, at the last meeting, we were talking about whether we had overwatered or, if that was a problem, but we started digging around looking for the sprinklers, and a lot of them, some that we found were like covered with dirt. So they weren't really functional. So, so then Chris followed up with Ray about that. And I read your memo, but I don't know if you want to say anything about that.
Well, he just said that they do check them in the spring and the fall, or they check them periodically. So certainly in the spring. And I feel like there was somebody in his department, who kind of goes down there, and he said, I would check with her. And he didn't get back to me, and I can follow up with him. But,
Okay.
Whether they've been checked, but he said they are pretty recessed, a good 1 to 2 inches. And he said they should pop up. And I told him, I said, well, a couple we saw, didn't look like they would pop up easily. So,
We're like digging.
yeah, we just happened to find one, right?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
5. So, but I think that Bonnie also confirmed that, I don't think it wasn't really overwatering. If anything, it just was such a dry season. She said all the gardeners are doing extra watering, so. But I
Yeah,
think
and
a
since
lot of
we
it
had
was
so
just-
many new plants this year, even though we were trying to do the extra watering for like 6 weeks, it was such a drought, so.
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep looking into that. And also we thought that maybe we should look again in the spring when the sprinkler starts to see if it's hitting the right areas. So, I'll sign up for the 6 a.m. Sit with my tea and look for it. And so let's see, what else did we talk about? I have all notes here. Oh, so Ray mentioned to Chris that that there are a lot of dogs that pass through there,
That's right.
and they might
Dogs.
be being on the plants and
Sure.
trampling things, and that I guess he suggested maybe putting up a keep your dog out of here sign. But I was thinking about it since then, I wonder if we could put like just a little fence.
Yeah.
Something nice looking around it that might deter people from
Yeah.
cutting through there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I-
it's worth looking at.
yeah, so I thought maybe we could look into that for the spring.
And might, deter a little bit of the bunnies, they can hop, but.
They can hop, but yeah, you
But they
never
may
know.
think
Maybe they're
twice.
like,
Squeeze through the fence.
Well, we get something small.
yeah. So then, Bonnie sent, I've got quite a collection that we can be,
Just a wealth of.
I know.
information.
I've got a whole file now of all the things about deer resistant native plants, how to deter them with, various sprays. And so anyway, we've got a lot of stuff to consider if we want to plant anything new, maybe we'll choose some other plants. And then basically she recommended, or there's an article that recommends doing a multi-layer approach to deer. So, some deterrent things, try to plant some things they don't like, a couple other things. So, so we've got lots of information on what to do about deer, and we'll work on that.
Yeah.
Um,
A local greenhouse, garden center might help plan something like that, because they would know, instead of us trying to figure it out.
No, we have a really, an expert who's helped.
Oh, yeah, you may not know, because
Yeah, yeah.
Bonnie Penders is a master gardener.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and she works over the Historical Society and she does all kinds of stuff and she's been,
Oh, so she can. make-
yeah, so
That's
she's
good.
helping us out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, and so anyway, she's got all these lists of, with color, I printed it out, different plants and that we could consider. So, and then we did talk about trying to transplant some things
Yeah,
from our
reminds
gardens.
me, I was gonna take down some Joe Pye. Still
So,
can do that. It's not too cold yet.
yeah, it's supposed to be
I
warm
have
for a
a
little
ton of
bit.
it, and if it dies, it's like not the end of the world. We'll just plant it in the spring.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember to do that.
yeah. And then, I stopped there today and I just wanted to show you a couple pictures. So the aster, I forgot to look up the name, but the one that's really beautiful by the tree. Is that the wood aster?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so, yeah, of course, there's labels there, but I forgot to look at the labels. But anyway, they were blowing in the wind. They were like looking, and tons of bees.
This isn't our garden?
This is our garden, yeah, yeah. Yep, so,
Cool.
so that was really good news. And also the New England asters, which we had planted this year, little ones, really struggled. They're in bloom.
Yeah. I see
Yeah.
that. It's pretty.
Yeah. I was so excited. Yep.
So
So,
next year they'll do better.
yeah,
You know, it's
exactly.
always the first year they're.
It is
If they
hard.
can get a toehold the first year, then.
Yeah.
So you've got fall cover,
I
like
know.
fall, the fall.
Yeah.
bloomers.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out whether there were sprouts of the butterfly leaf.
But I took a picture. I was gonna,
Yeah,
Did that-
that looks
that-
like
it
it to
looks like
me.
it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
so that butterfly weed that had been eaten has now come back.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
so the root is there.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. So I'm feeling, more optimistic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Patience.
Yes.
I know. I know it is hard to have
Okay.
patience sometimes. Okay. Tree preservation. There was a presentation. I forget what date I went. I don't think any other of us were there, but where Carolyn Lyle presented the inventory that had been done. It's very, I think I had mentioned this in the last meeting. It's very thorough. It is on the website, it's on the town website. Excel spreadsheets and all that. So there were a few questions from people. It wasn't widely attended. But I think at this point there is, I should have looked at more of the notes from her presentation. She had some slides, but basically after the inventory, they did sort of prioritize the things that need to be done, such as this tree is dead, it needs to go like now. And then this, that sort of thing. So they're working with the tree warden, that's sort of the focus right now. And then the other piece is, the next will be sort of identifying where we can plant trees in the town. And the town is working closely and supportive, and putting trees in where they need to go. So I think it's a lot of still work in planning. But, and then they have their tree giveaway coming up October 25th, next Saturday. That's down at the church here, which people could just sign up to get a tree. That's for citizens, not public. Although they've had a couple businesses. They had, I think Frontier asked for a tree last year. So, which is fine. Yeah, it's just a regular business, so.
Do they have trouble giving the trees away? Do they have extras?
No, we only order what is being taken
Oh, okay.
from.
They get ahead of
So they want 35 trees. That's exactly what we get from Pride's Corner. Yeah, so that unless, I think last year there was maybe one or two people that didn't pick up their tree, but I think when they followed up, they got them.
Okay.
So, yeah. Yeah, so that's a good thing actually in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, just kind of.
These are all pretty,
Yeah.
they're in the bigger gallons and stuff. These aren't
Right.
trees, so. Okay. All right, outreach and education. And yeah, so I was talking before we actually went live on the call, but just for the record, so the conservation circular, was submitted not long after our last meeting. I was trying to get it done before, I don't know where it's going away, but anyway, sent to Essex Printing. She turned it around very quickly. And we have the PDF version, which should be on our website. Looking at Lynette, I know I gave it to you.
It is,
Yeah.
and,
Because you caught,
yes.
we missed your name. I put her, she said, you have new people. So I gave her all the names and she missed it. I didn't forget you, but all of a sudden Lynette caught it. Thank goodness. I would have been horrified to have like planted it.
But it's on there.
Thank
It's
you.
on there, yeah. Everybody's there. Everybody's there.
I have it in my notes. I emailed it to everybody, so y'all should have. I don't know if it came through, if the file wasn't.
I didn't see it.
Did
Well,
I not?
Saw it.
Oh, you know what I did? I emailed it to everybody on the mailing list. And I did add you guys, I think, after, so that you can see what's going out to everybody. And stuff, not that stuff goes out all the time, just a couple things.
Well,
So
I'll,
far.
can you make a note to send it tomorrow? I'll
Yes.
probably forget because I know I have a couple meetings in the morning. If I don't see it, don't worry, then I'll just quickly do it from you because I have it, the PDF, the real version. So, and I'll follow up with AC to see where the printing, because it's taken them that long. And again, for those who are new, we haven't done one in a while. We just put them here for land use. We put some of the chamber, library.
Okay.
So, yeah, we used to print like a lot and that after COVID,
Everything's online these days.
everything's
Yeah.
online, but it's nice for people that want to hard.
Spread the gospel.
Yeah, so it was all the articles that leaves, open space, dark skies.
Yeah.
I redid, there was something else. Oh, there was a blurb on Kathy's preserve stuff. But yeah,
Cool.
I was happy to finally get that done.
You know, it was a conservation circular that led me to the commission because I read Peter's article. I got one in the mail.
Oh.
And I read Peter's article about Osprey and I stopped him when we were walking and he said, "Oh, are you interested in being on the Conservation Commission?" So yeah, that's just, yeah.
Funny.
There you go. You never know. And simple outreach, interest. The events magazine, oh yeah, so I don't know if you guys, it took me a while to find our little blurb about the dark skies and the migration in the latest one that came out.
Yeah.
But it was there.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like down on the bottom of the page and I didn't write a lot, but it was there.
Unfortunately, only. Shut up.
Oh, for, yeah. I was-
11?
If that.
I think there were 11, including myself.
Oh. That's right, I
Not,
forgot
not
about
good.
that
We
one.
tried so hard to.
I know.
publicize.
It was a great,
Oh.
great
And
presentation.
it was a great presentation.
Good job.
I'm so sorry I couldn't go. I had another commitment and
He did a great job. I wish we could reach more people, but I think people are
Yeah.
just busy and
Yeah.
it wasn't glitzy enough. I don't know.
Yeah.
And people are interested in what they're interested in.
That's the
Just,
thing,
you know,
that's the difficulty, because people who make time to go to a presentation like that probably have some awareness,
Yeah.
For
you
sure.
know, and so they're not really the ones that we are most concerned about learning.
Yeah. So it was interesting to see that people.
So we learned a little factoid. What's
didn't
the
quote
farthest a bird traveled in a single flight? No?
It was at 6,000.
North. 8,700.
Oh, my gosh.
Not stopping. It was a little tiny bird that
Yeah.
lost more than 50% of its weight.
wow.
Organs all, they explode,
Yeah.
all the organs collapse, it's metabolism, and they ride currents. of
Yeah, I was
course.
going to say, yeah, they obviously.
Okay.
Wow.
And they kind of have, like
Amazing.
half their brain sleeps while the other half is.
Yeah, they're always, it was an amazing
It's
bird.
amazing.
Why did he do it?
Hmm?
Why did he do it? If he was-
Why did the bird?
Oh,
Well,
the
the one
migratory.
from-
I didn't realize, I learned that, 70% of migratory are birds. There's very few birds that overwinter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's moving because of.
You
It's a
remembered
it's a
a lot
kind
back.
of bird, it's not a
Yeah.
single bird, it's a kind of bird that goes that far.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not that we just track one.
Yeah.
bird.
Yeah. Although I don't, yeah, they must have,
Oh, this
somebody
was
doing the
tagged.
study, yeah, he was tagged,
This
right?
was a
It's
tag.
Very.
Right, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, it's representing
Oh, yeah.
the
that-
migration.
This
of
group
a-
does this long
of a
distance.
species,
Yeah.
not just some nutso bird.
It's doing a bird marathon.
Oh, that.
God, it's startling how
Yeah,
much
so
cats
forget the
kill birds.
windows, cats are killing.
Cats,
birds.
orders of magnitude higher kill.
That might be.
Yeah.
Good word, cats.
No, but I think in the
know.
rest of the country world, people, I mean, you think about all the feral cats that, are out there. I know, it's sad.
And
Well, a
yeah,
fun-
they get all the songbirds, that's,
Yeah,
they get the little birds, that's. what they
yeah.
are.
So an interesting, thing that I did, so I was away on Little St. Simon's Island, which is off the coast of Savannah that weekend with just sort of a girls' weekend kind of thing. And it's like doing a little safari in the United States. So it's an island that is complete preserve. And the only thing that's there, there's no cars except for the trucks that are there with the camp. And there's like 5 camp buildings. So it's nice. It's like kind of glamping. I mean, you have running water and nice beds and all that, but it's all inclusive as far as it's like family style meals. And then, but part of it is you just go around and the trucks are just sort of open beds with benches on the back, and there's naturalists that drive you around and tell you all about stuff. And I mean, I could bore you to tears with, well, I wouldn't bore you guys because it was like, oh my God, this conservation, it's like so cool. But what was neat is that there were swallows starting to show up. She's like, oh yeah, and they all come down, and I'm like, oh yeah. We sent them so, but it was so neat to see them.
Recognize.
Because you did, you recognize them, and she said, yeah, they'll be coming, and I said, yeah, because when I came home, I saw whatever you call it, they do it in the marsh right out in South Cove, they were all there, and they finally head up to the river, and, but yeah, that was just neat to see some of the
Yeah.
end, where they
Yeah,
would go.
that's really
And there were
cool.
neat birds, there were spoonbills, and I did different things that I've never seen before, and one of the cool things, the naturalists were amazing, they were all young, college, like,
Yeah.
Generation Y, whatever, and just so knowledgeable about everything. But the spoonbills are white, but they eat all the crustaceans. They just stay in the marshy stuff, and they eat all the shrimpy things, and they get a pink hue from the crustaceans.
Oh,
It was like the coolest thing. Like, oh.
wow.
So if you ever need a little getaway, Little
Sounds
St.
great.
Simon's
I wrote it
Island.
down.
Yeah, that sounds really cool.
It's kind of, it's chill. I mean, there's all kind of walks. There's, you can get to a beach. They have just these bikes that you can.
Commission retreat.
So we have.
Yeah.
Interesting fact. There's a bird named after Connecticut.
Oh,
Never, that was seen once 100 years
Yeah.
ago, and
Yeah.
it's named after, it's never been seen.
Wow.
But it's a dumb name, because, yeah, it's like, it was
Not
just
bad.
here on a fluke, I
On a
guess.
fluke,
It's
he
not
said,
from-
and somebody had found it, and it never, no one's ever seen it again, and
Wow.
yet it still has officially. I forgot, but it was, wasn't it what was, what do you call it, a grass bird, it wasn't a forest bird, it was.
The meadow.
Did they
Like a
call it
meadow.
The Connecticut something or other?
Yeah, I'm trying to think,
Yeah, I can't remember.
yeah,
But
but,
I do remember the story.
oh my gosh, all these little things that have to do with.
Mhm.
And there
Oh, I'm
was the
sorry, I
palm
missed it.
something that wasn't from down south,
Right.
But they named it
but they
Palm.
named it that because I saw the palm tree one time.
So, yeah, we have all these misnamed birds.
Oh,
That was the whole thing we showed.
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it, because I think what was, Karen Junio, who organized the first one, which was maybe 2 years ago at the library.
Yeah.
And it was a gentleman that he was more about the light stuff.
Mhm.
And so it sounds like this person was so much more knowledgeable about the birds, which would have
Yeah,
been neat.
well, I also, you've noticed there's been an explosion of blue jays. In
Oh,
our area.
yes.
Let's talk about the cordates, I guess that's the group, the crow, they're, which I learned,
Okay.
they're part of the crow and raven family. But they have been bullying all the birds around there, there've been huge numbers. That if you look outside, you'll still see them everywhere.
And do you remember why?
Theater.
Now, what was,
It was because it's one of those bumper crop years for the acorns.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's what
when they eat.
that's why I see in my yard all the time under the oak trees eating.
They-
So I tried to steer this towards the bird topic, thinking, who cares about lights? The birds will get people to come out,
Right.
and I guess that was a bad gamble.
No, but I think that's where you gotta go though, because that's the angle.
Maybe they're more interested in this.
Yeah, no, I think you're right, Lori, because I think most people, I would care because I feed birds. I feed the birds. I've watched the birds forever and
Right.
I didn't know any of this until I saw the very first article.
But I think I think the message was, you gotta talk to your neighbors.
Yeah.
Because we have a problem.
People there.
And
Yeah.
these people don't wanna turn their lights off,
I know. Well,
you know, and
Got neighbors that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Talk
don't
about it or.
know.
Well, from the bird angle, even if you had to keep your light on, if you had shielded light,
just
Yeah.
a shield.
Yeah,
focus down.
that's all it needs, a hood.
And not, shining into the sky, that would help.
That and the motion detector. I mean, that's
Right.
another.
Yeah.
That's the idea,
To only come on when it needs to come on. Yeah.
yeah. And put little squares on your windows, right?
Oh, where it's like dots,
The dots.
Yeah.
not the big stickers.
No stickers.
No.
It's gotta be like a consistent pattern.
Grid
of
patterns.
Spots, so that.
Yeah, I actually have some. Karen got it from that guy that did the talk a couple years ago. And have I put it up? No. But did he say, or is it a man or woman who's doing the presentation? Man. Did he say where you can buy it? Like, can you get it at the bird store? Or probably
He
online?
said you can get online mostly,
Yeah.
yeah. Not a lot of places carry it,
Hmm.
yeah. But
Yeah, because I got the bird store, well, this is a couple of years ago, I bought the decals because I didn't know about the dots. So, and that's what they had. They didn't
Yeah,
have
and
any.
I did too.
The other,
I found out they don't work.
suggestion, he was a big proponent, putting feeders also on your window, those
Yeah.
little suction cup feeders, because that also it not only feeds them, but they're aware that there's a wind,
Yeah.
the window. And
I
you get to also see a close view of the birds.
Mhm.
Because I had one in my kitchen window with the peanut splits. And I was having so much fun watching the birds come there. And my cat would sit there.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the stupid monster little squirrel figured out how to get on my roof. Came down on the downspout and got the board, the support for the downspout, clawed the heck out of the wood.
Oh, my God.
Right.
Wow, they're so smart.
I wanted to take it down. But I gotta figure out how I could put
You know,
something on the,
You're never gonna.
I
flip the
know.
squirrel.
I know, that's right. But I have to say, the baffle really works.
yeah.
I have a baffle, but mine's out in the yard, and the baffle that you put around it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, the what baffle works.
They're made in
Yeah.
Canada and they keep replacing parts for free. I've had it for 12 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
How's it work?
I'll bring it to the next meeting.
Yeah,
I hear it.
please.
Yeah.
Night I hear
It,
it banging.
Yeah, there's a spring thing in the bottom.
trying to get on there.
And you can control the maximum weight that it'll allow on the perches.
Oh,
And so as soon as a squirrel hits there, it just
Yeah.
closes, they jump off.
that's a
Those
really,
are good.
They are good. Well, and also you might, I have it set where the Blue Jays, they're too heavy.
Yeah,
And it
yeah,
closes on the
yeah.
Blue Jays, so.
That's what I have.
yeah, they kind of.
They're a little expensive, but you can get replacement parts and stuff.
That's it, all for free. They're out of Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're great.
I've had great chats with the people in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, they are a great outfit.
I've got 3 of them, small, medium, and large. I got all 3 sizes.
Oh my God, bring me in.
Or golf or something like that, so, anyway, I'm trying, let's see, we should be able to finish on time.
Yeah.
Although we could sit here and talk about all this stuff forever.
That's good.
Okay, so the events magazine, all right, yeah, so this is important, so due November, which will be stuff happening the first quarter of 26.
Right.
Which conceivably is our environmental fair. So do we want to at least try to pick a date? Lynette did some sleuthing, so spring break, a little baby break is March 6th to 9th. Spring break is April 10th to the 19th. Easter is April 3rd to the 5th. And I think we talked about wanting to go more in March.
Earlier than the,
'Cause we
Earth
usually
Day.
go.
We were
we were
overlapping.
competing with too many people,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, March would be good, and give people plenty of time to anticipate.
So,
If you wanted to use the same
Venue.
location, you just have to make
yeah.
sure that there's nothing planned for school. Yeah, and it was a Saturday, it was a
it
Saturday.
was a Saturday.
Yeah.
And I think it's after basketball season's over, but I'd have to check just to make sure.
Should be close to being over.
Yeah, and actually, we will have November. Yeah, actually, well, it's okay though. We have a meeting on the 11th. This is due on the 12th. She's pretty good, Jennifer, about even if you slip a day. Peter, do you want to check with?
He's not,
No,
he's the
not
principal
there
at the
anymore.
elementary school now. Yeah,
That's right, I saw
Matt
that.
Walton. Yeah.
That was your contact.
Yeah, he grew up with my sons. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because because I don't know if people want to look at their calendars. I mean,
I can still reach out to somebody at the middle school.
yeah, so because there'll be either the,
That spring. On one and seven.
21st, well, 20th this. It's not on-
121.
It's gotta be ads for some reason not showing up. on
Pick
this.
2 dates with the preferred dates and how,
Yeah, the 21st, which should be pretty darn close to.
March 21?
Yeah, and it gets warmer then a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. I'm less likely to be skiing that late.
Okay.
And I guess we could, if you want to check, Peter, we could do the backup of the 28th. but
Okay,
See about the 21st.
yeah.
All right, and then and even if it's just a really short blurb in the events magazine, we'll have a little time, because that's all it would be anyway, we'd just be saying.
Do we have pictures from last year?
I probably took a couple.
I was gonna say stick one in there with of a
Yeah.
booth or something, just to get people's eye.
Well,
We're gonna have to do the article before the next meeting, because the next meeting's on the 12th.
Did I do that wrong?
Oh.
The 11th, but it got moved.
Oh, because of the holiday.
Why didn't you?
Oh. We've never done that before, only since I guess we've never, thank you. Francine. Yeah. And it's highlighted. Oh, all right, well, I think, Peter, if you let me know, I mean, it'll just be quick, I can just put it together and get a picture and put enough information to say,
So our next meeting's on a Wednesday?
yeah, it is. on-
Yeah, I can't be here. I've got
Cool. Yeah,
a
it's
course and my concert's right around. So
not- Oh, my goodness, and I'm not gonna be here either. Now I have a big dinner thing that oh, boy.
Who's our VP? Oh, Nina, but she's not here yet. She's the filling for
Well, if we already know that, I'm not gonna be here. Who else said?
I can't be
You.
here. Yeah.
Two times?
I'm here because I have to go to Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the time.
Yeah.
So we won't have a quorum. I think it's a good, I mean, could we sort of?
What you could do is either wait until
Wait
it's
till then.
closer and see if you'll have a forum. Or you could hold a special meeting in place of that
That's
meeting,
correct.
cancel that one. And schedule a special meeting, or in December.
Okay, all right.
You hardly ever cancel this.
Okay.
Are we
yeah,
allowed to meet on Veterans Day? I guess we couldn't meet here because it's closed, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah,
so
that might
that's,
work.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in honor of.
Yeah, right.
Should change it.
Yeah.
Now. Okay. No, thank you for checking that. Yeah, and I think, I mean, something like the environmental fair, we can, change.
Did we have a blurb from last year?
No, we can, I mean, just offline, in an
Yeah.
email, we can, Peter saying the date's good and put on what he may say. But all right, so yeah, let's do that. We'll wait till the closer to the date. Because there's a chance that if Nina can run the meeting.
All right. Do we have a blurb from last year? Do we put something in a minute?
We did, but was that the one that came out really late? We did.
We maybe
Remember?
dust that off and just update it.
Oh, yeah. I can find it. Yeah,
And
remember that?
then there's the ad, I wrote an ad for the Harbor News.
Yeah, so I think in the Harbor News.
And the
those
electronic
are
signs,
better
the
because.
town signs, we did those too.
Yeah. So no, I think we do have, if we look back at our notes, there were a number of things we use for advertising, not just events, because I think it gets lost with everything else in there.
Yeah, so you can read it. So
Exactly.
is that the one where there was giveaways that we had to track people down? Because mentioning
Yes.
giveaways is
Yeah,
always,
yeah.
mentioning giveaways is always nice if you put that in the ad, people.
Took a while
Yeah.
to find
They're
it.
interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have my magazine, my wine magazine about what the wine industry's doing with their bottles and. All right, anything else? All right, so we'll make a note, yeah, for next meeting. We have quorum. Peter's gonna check on date. It's March 21st. Okay,
Oh, there's one other quick little thing. You're gonna close it, you're about to close the meeting.
eminently, go ahead.
Oh,
Whatever you're.
Just on additional outreach. Camelia and I have been trying to coordinate to get her access to the Facebook page so that she could post some
cool.
things.
Hmm.
So, we'll just quickly talk about it today. I've been doing it, but if you want to jump in there, were you, and I think we talked about this and you all were fine with that, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you were able to get a Facebook account.
Yes, I
now.
was, and I'm sorry, I emailed you back saying like, oh, we'll talk about this tomorrow, because it was Monday and I thought we had our meeting the next day. Like, I sent you an email, I just, I didn't,
Say tomorrow, I don't know.
okay.
I'm sure what you meant.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes, I did make an account, and you can, I don't know how you add me, do you just
So
look
now
me
that
up?
you're on there, I can go in and find you. and-
Okay.
and Give you access. Okay. And did you think about, see on Instagram?
Yeah,
Could we do an Instagram?
do you want me to make an account? How does that work? Like,
If
just make an account?
Never made it.
Okay.
Let me ask, our IT person, if that's okay. I think other groups, other departments or other commissions have them, but I'll see if that's okay.
Okay.
If so.
Yeah, because I know when you post anything in Instagram, you have Facebook, because Facebook Meta owns Instagram.
Okay.
It immediately goes to Facebook,
Oh, okay.
or it shows up, Facebook. But I assume it would do so for a group, because you would be in as conservation, commission, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I know individuals.
We have a Conservation Commission page. Yes, it's a
Right,
separate
right,
something,
yeah.
it's, yeah. So she would just be one of the administrators.
Yeah, no, that'd be great, because I know it's something, well, it's something that we've had the student rep help us with, because generally you guys are much more adept at all the online stuff than we are.
I think the
But
only,
even though Facebook's kind of old school, I think anymore, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like on Instagram, I could try to like follow everyone in the school and
Yeah.
everyone I can find.
maybe for, I don't know if you want to,
Facebook.
next time, I don't know, but maybe just have some guidelines for what could go on there. Like come up with some guidelines for Camellia so that,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, unless, if you want her to say, ask us every time she's gonna post something, I don't know, that would kind of slow the process down a lot. But they also have to think about what she would be allowed. You know, like something political or controversial.
Don't worry, I won't be.
I know, it's common sense, but it probably would help to have some guidelines.
Yeah, just for the record, because I think in the past, it's really just been in the past, like when we've done cleanups, it'll be pictures of that, and taking pictures of the trash that we picked up, and then plus posting our events and things too.
I grab a lot of stuff online and just repost it. Stuff that's got other groups in the area are doing just to help publicize environmental issues, programs and events like that. So there's a lot of material out there.
Okay. Also that cleanup in the spring you were talking about, is that something that the ecology club could like help out with?
So
Would that be helpful?
is that, would it day?
Cleanup is always,
It
the
was
ocean cleanup is like September 27th, but although you can do cleanup anytime.
Sure.
Well, then, there's something around Earth Day, right?
Yeah,
that's
right, Earth Day,
Yeah.
They call Greenup Day, I forget what they were doing, and I don't know, if that
That's
person
right.
is still doing it. If that's what you're
Oh.
talking about. What was in the spring?
Were you talking about something like you go on hikes and you put everyone into groups and then like later you come and clean up? I didn't know what that was, I'm
Okay,
sorry.
So that's the program through
Inventory.
Parks and Rec, that can certainly, but Parks and Rec is probably also publicizing that, so we can
Right.
just grab it. Probably easily. but if they haven't, figure it. But it's this side. Anyway,
But
that's,
once the things are identified, there's gonna be work that needs to be done.
yeah,
That'll-
that's to be determined, I think. So there's 4 set dates for walks to, working walks, or they'll probably something like working walks.
No.
You identify what needs to be done, and then the groups will get together. People have to volunteer to take a secondary trail, and we'll put them into groups and send them out. But those dates aren't set.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, once it is, that could be definitely a good thing. Or if this committee gets together and they say, we're gonna do, working walk to blaze the trails, to create some news. Sort of thing we could emphasize. There's all sorts of things. we could put on there.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's some other old Saybrook sites, I don't even know what they're called, on Facebook. Some of them get a little controversial, but,
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a Conservation Commission Facebook page, and I just looked it up. It's got
Oh.
great stuff on it.
Well, did you know that if you're on Facebook, if you like something, that helps
Yeah,
publicize it somehow?
Yeah.
Liking something gives it more.
but I'm wondering even if you can share things, like you had an announcement about the turn down the lights thing.
You could share.
If
on
you
your-
share it to another page which has more reach, because you only have like 200 people,
Yeah, it's not.
and some of the other old Saybrook pages have a lot more. So it might drive some people to the Conservation Commission site,
Mhm.
and they could join it, and then it would, you
Yeah, if
get-
any of you are on Facebook, I know a lot of you said you didn't do social media. If any of you are, and you like it or share it, will definitely help.
Yeah, it's a good
Spread
idea
the
to share. I
message.
never thought about that. I mean, I don't go on a lot either. I mean, there's a couple of private group things that I do, but I should go on ours more often and, yeah. Like, people that you know. Because we could put, it's not there. Did you say you have Kathy's walks on there right now, or?
Did not do her walks,
So
no.
we could put those there.
There's the Trail Stewards Walk. Well, it was October 7th.
Oh, did I put that on there? Oh, cool.
Hikers, hike leaders, trail stewards, join the new
Yeah,
hiking
okay.
and stewardship club.
So that was the October.
was the meeting.
Yeah,
So now-
Okay.
Yeah, so there'll be the ones next month. Yep. Okay.
I'll look at it.
Okay. All right, 6:09. I think we could. There's nothing else? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
All right, Joe is second, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?